Hello, Mrs. Montag. It's Captain Beatty. Anybody there?
Guy, Captain Beatty is at the door. What do you want to do?
Let him in, but tell him I'm sick.
Shut up the relatives, would you?
So what brings you here?
Well, I thought I'd come by and see the sick man. I had a feeling you were taking the night off. When will you be better?
Most likely tomorrow. Possibly the next day. Or maybe the first of the week.
Sooner or later, every fireman hits this. They only need understanding to know how the wheels run. They need to know the history of our profession. Don't feed it to the rookies like they used to. Damn shame. Only the fire chiefs remember it now. I'll let you in on it sometime. When did it all start? This job of ours. How did it come about? When and where? Well, I'd say it started around the event called the Civil War. Though our rulebooks claim it was founded earlier, the fact is we didn't get along until photos came about. Then, the motion picture in the early 20th century. And then, TV, radios. It all began to mass. And because they all massed, they got simpler. At a point, books appealed to people. They could afford to be different. The world was roomier. But the world became full of eyes, elbows, and mouths. Double, triple, quadruple population. Books lowered to a paste-pudding norm, surpassed by films, radios, magazines. You following?
I think so.
Picture this. 19th century. Man with his horses, dogs, and carts. Slow. Then, the 20th century comes around. Speed up your camera. Books cut shorter. Condensations, digests, tabloids. Everything boils down to a gag. A snap ending. The classics cut to 15-minute radio shows. Then to 2-minute book columns. And then a 10 to 12 line resume. Now, of course, I'm exaggerating, though. Dictionaries were for reference, but many were those whose sole knowledge of Hamlet, you ought to know of the title Montag, whose knowledge, as I say, of Hamlet was a one-page digest in a book that claimed, at last you can read the classics, keep up with your neighbors. Do you see? Out of the nursery, into colleges, back into the nursery. There's your intellectual pattern of the past 5 centuries. Now, speed up the film, Montag. Quick. Click. Pick. Look. Eye. Now. Flick. Here. There. Swift. Pace. Up. Down. In. Out. Why. How. Who. What. Where. Bang. Smack. Wallet. Bing. Bang. Boom. Digest. 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 Politics. 1 column. 2 sentences. A headline. And then all vanishes. Everything unnecessary is thrown out of the centrifuge, spun by the pumping hands of publishers, exploiters, and broadcasters. School is shortened, discipline relaxed. Philosophies, histories, whole languages are dropped, neglected, ignored. Life is immediate. Jobs count. Pleasure lies all about after work. Why learn anything, save for pressing buttons and pulling switches and fitting nuts and bolts together? The zipper displaces the button, and a man lacks just that much time to think while dressing at dawn. A philosophical, and thus a melancholy hour.
Mildred, what are you doing?
I'm getting...
Mildred, can you please leave us alone here? Can't you see we're talking?